I see the world shift. Somebody dick, nigga. I own these fucking 80s now, nigga. Hold on. Let me get it. Okay. You can stop now. I guess like the idea was created like at the beginning of the year. I wanted to just like try to do something that
what I would say is like kind of rage, and then also like just like life experiences and whatnot. So it's just kind of like up and down from sad to like violent, outraging experiences.
Oh shit.
Okay, so I used to like rap a lot. I used to like do lots of rap battles and everything, so it kind of like was on some corny shit, not corny shit, but like old school New York rap. But then I was also playing in like lots of bands doing like Blink-182 sounding shit. So I was like, yo, what if I took both of these concepts and kind of like mashed them together? And then around when I was trying to fuck with that, lots of South Florida artists were coming up, and I was like, okay, this could totally be a thing. And then now it's just kind of like picking up just because of, I don't know, I feel like it's more timeless to do that than just regular rap music, to try to make something that's always sounding different, because it's like your true emotion and shit. If you can make it work, like lots of people have tried to do it in the past, like Kid Rock and shit, and it just sounds like ass. But it's like, if you have the right concept, it totally works.
Me, hey. Hold on. I just, one sec. Shay just texted me.
That's okay.
Is he coming?
Yeah, for a second.
That's important.
You
gotta respond to Shay.
I've been Silk.
Yo, what about J-Long?
I'm really influenced by New York. That's kind of where my first couple of songs came from, and just like whether it was samples or like just kind of the sound. And then I definitely want to try breaking out of my comfort zone and just kind of making stuff that I wouldn't normally make, or stuff that I wouldn't necessarily listen to normally. Like I want to try making new things and like step out of my comfort zone.
Cool. I just really put that to you.
Drink bleach. I don't know. It's like, it sounds like the bands I played in. Like I play all the guitars and stuff myself, and then or like keyboards myself, and I make the beats and stuff. So sad emo music with a 808 instead of a drum kit.
That's the best way to put it.
Everybody's got something going on and they see it differently, so you know, I try to put
10K. I'm just the DJ for it right now. Like I don't have any music out, but I want to. Like I make some stuff by myself sometimes, but I don't really have it. Like I need to like edit it or whatever to like create a track. I don't know.
I'm in the same boat as you.
Yeah, yeah. But like mostly like my stuff like that I want to put out is more like, because I don't think that like any music is bad, like any genre, like any type, like even if it's not like what you like your type of music that you personally like hearing. I think that there's like meaning and like beautiful art behind all of it. So I just want to make shit that's like whatever I'm feeling. I don't really care like if people like want to like vibe with it or not. I just want it to be like my kind of stuff.
Cool. So I guess we're gonna go clockwise again. How did each of you get into making art or music?
Drums. I played drums for like 4 years, and then I started just wanting to try and go from being a drummer to expanding to something different, because I was just into like heavy metal, soft rock, and like real like gothic music, and like that's just like, I mean, like,
Who the fuck is that? Shut up, that neighbor.
Anyways, yeah, so then it basically like went from being to then meeting my brother, Spaggy, and it was, once again, he wasn't really too into the scene as I was, nor was I really introduced to that type of scene until I met him. It's been 5 or 6 years now, maybe longer since I've known him. And like since day one, it was basically he showed me one song. I sat there, listened to it, and then I was basically inspired to just want to do music like that, because why continue to just play drums when I could actually lyrically and like speak my own and do it with somebody that I love to do it with. And it basically like started from right from the ghetto, and then like started turning into something more, and then I started making a name for myself, and then he started making a group, and then the group started making something else, and then that's where this whole platform came. It just basically was, it started from nothing, and then now it's like all these people are just all together. So it's basically my inspiration, and like the reason why I got into doing this music is just because my brother, and I just wanted to basically connect with a lot of people.
So I used to rap in like a 2-part thing. I was like super
What's your
young.
name, bro?
What's that?
What's your name, bro?
Oh, Thatcher Robinson. But I used to rap in this like kind of like stupid shit when I was like 14. It was called like Lightweight. It was like alright. And then I was kind of like vibing that. And I put it away to like play instruments and stuff. And then I don't know, like 3 years ago, I was like really into psychedelics. I took like DMT. And then when I came out, it was actually weird. Like my experience, it was like, I don't want to say it was some out of it shit, but it's like I always had this rap talent, and it was like, I can't really, like it's out there, So what happened was when I came back though, my mindset was on some different shit, and like when I went back to make music, it was completely different. Like I could do so much more with it. I could understand instruments so much more. Like I was like, I don't know, like before I was kind of trying to go with the beat and shit, and I was like, man, fuck that, like I'm gonna eat this beat, like I'm gonna make this beat my bitch, and I could go like in and out with it, change my flow like 5 or 6 times and shit, and it was so fucking weird. I don't know, and I've just been like solid since then. Shit. I also came up with the name Thatcher Robinson when I was tripping like off the end.
And then when I was 8, my parents bought me a drum kit, and then I didn't have anyone to play fucking instruments with because everyone sucked when I was 8. So I got a looper pedal and I learned how to play guitar. And then I would just literally play with myself. I'd like loop shit and then play the drums to it. And then I like eventually got recording stuff. I started making my own songs and like joined some bands and stuff. And then I like got sick of bands because no one showed up to practice on time, so I fired them all. And I replaced them with Ableton Live. And I had like a dream project for a while that sounded like Beach House or something. And I got sick of that, and then I started doing this. Yeah, it's been fun. I don't know. It's easily the most widely received, like well received thing. It's gotten the most plays and stuff like that. So I'm like, I'm gonna do it.
That's so funny. You used to do dream pop stuff.
I kind of use it. I got into music kind of as an outlet because I'm not really good at opening up. But like, I'm also not really good about talking. I'm not really good with talking about myself. So it's like there are little subtle lines here and there that I just kind of try to open up, and it's slowly getting more and more, and that's kind of where everything started.
It's a great way to like learn to do that.
Yeah.
Yo, hold up real quick. Yo, Mello.
Hi, so young Romello. I started getting into music honestly at a really young age, around like junior high. Started playing clarinet, saxophone, stuff like that, and then transitioned into actually joining the jazz band at school and playing bass guitar for a bit. And then kind of would just go home, freestyle with my cousin and stuff like that. It was just, you know, pull up a beat or something, freestyle a little bit, little cheesy raps. Then I met Spacking, and he was like, you know, if you're down to take this shit serious, like, just come by, you know, and we'll get this shit running. So came by, I think it was like, this was like just like grade 11 or something, I think, like that. So
You were still in school?
Huh?
You were still in school?
Yeah.
Damn.
But yeah, no, freaking made my first track on that with him and shit, and it was just crazy. And then like from there, it was kind of like I just started like telling people that I freestyled with that, you know, I made a song, and they're like, you know, we should start maybe taking this shit more seriously. So I don't know, you know, just had to go from there.
Me?
Yeah.
What was the question?
How did you get started in music?
Okay. My, like, ever since I was, like, a kid, basically, like, my parents were really into it. Like, my dad was in a bunch of bands and stuff, and, They put me in like piano lessons when I was in like first grade and like forced me to do that shit for years. I fucking hated it. But then I did guitar, and I don't know, like that was kind of difficult because like I really have like small fucking hands and like can't really do like bar chords or anything like that. But the thing is, like, it's pretty chill because it's kind of like riding a bike. Like once you like learn that, you don't really forget. So I can still like always go back to it every now and then, fuck around. When I was like younger, I used to like get into more like metal and shit like that. Like I was in a couple like death metal bands, you could say. Same thing, like nobody ever fucking shows up. So like it just never got anywhere. But yeah, then I started getting into like EDM and like going to raves and shit like that, and I was like, fuck it, I'll be a DJ. And I started doing that when I was like 15. I just like torrented some shit off the internet and started
Some software.
yeah, like
That's how most people start.
I started messing around with that, and yeah, I just messaged people and was like, yo, can I play your shows? And yeah, now I'm here. It's lit.
So, what do you see in the future for styxcitycult? Open question for the room.
At your house, and we were playing the Warriors on Xbox, and he was just randomly like, he was randomly like, I think we were just talking about rap music and shit. And he's like, do you rap? And I was like, oh, yeah, I rap. So we just kind of started fucking around with that. And then with Nappy, we went to high school, just different ages and shit. So we started chilling a little later as time went on, and then we just started making music and shit together. Got into producing beats like 3 years ago. And then we were just fucking around for a few years straight, just making tunes at like my mom's house and shit. And yeah, I mean, I could go on for a while, but you know.
Yeah, Diamond, capital D-I-E, lowercase M-O-N-D. Got into rap because in my elementary school, my grade 5 teachers like, hey, you guys gotta make like a song and shit like that about Christmas. So I just made this killer rap about Santa Claus, and I was like, oh, I'm actually so good at this shit. And then so I was like, fuck, I'm gonna keep doing this. And then I like actually just started like, I don't know, like I got really into like rap music and shit like that because my older brother showed me like Tupac and then fucking 50 Cent and all that from there. I was like, yeah, this is dope. Obviously when I was like fucking in elementary, I started writing all this really gangster shit, but I was like, oh my god, like, I'm not gonna continue doing that. But pretty much.
Tons of money just dumped into those and just nothing. But that was just the growth part of it, just really figuring out all our sounds and shit.
To your brand, right?
And then Nappy came into the picture, and that was a whole new thing too. It just kept changing the wave. It was wild. Do you wanna let her know real quick?
Oh yeah. Hi, my name's Little Nappy Boy. Yeah, I started making music like, to be honest, I don't really remember, like a little bit after high school. I was like in like EDM music, like dubstep and stuff like that.
How old are you now?
Well, I just turned 27 now, okay. So yeah, so I've been making music for like maybe 7-6 years now. But I started making like EDM, dubstep beats like that on Ableton Live, and then
Started, and then as time went on, I think you got him on a track, right, or something like
that.
And then
one of our buddies showed me like one of his like SoundCloud messing around type tracks, and like I just remember hearing it. I'm like, I have never heard like a sound like this before, and I'm like, I need this, and
it was crazy.
Yeah, it was good.
I used to just make like a bunch of like parodies and stuff over like just funny stuff with my friends, and then finally I'm just like, okay, we should probably just like, you know, take it more seriously, start being more honest, not just talking about doing a bunch of drugs and whatever, you know, just fun stuff. But now, yeah, just chill stuff.
Yeah, you can do comedy rap live.
Yeah, man, it's like meme rap now.
Meme rap.
Fucking little boom, you know.
They told me to make a song about jewels the other day, so I made a slap about that.
Did you really?
I'll show you after. It's
Oh
fucking
shit,
hilarious.
man! I need that. Okay, yeah, you too, bro.
I'm Fresh Prince. I don't know. I started rapping a long time ago. I guess it kind of got me into it. It was just like the art.
So specifically for Easy Click, I'm very interested in this because you guys are already a part of a group, as I understand. So what does being a part of a collective like styxcitycult give you as performers and artists that already being in a group does not, beyond being individual performers or artists?
You want to shake down?
Yeah, so Styx City is just like we're our own collective, but yeah, it's dope because it's like we get to just network within each other, support each other. It's like just a bigger family and
learn from each other.
Yeah, coming back to what we were saying earlier.
We can hit more different audiences and stuff like that, you know. Yeah, it's amazing, and like I love the whole vibe that Styx City brings. I think our city really needed something like this, especially with local rap music. Like nowadays, like our scene is like evolving and it's growing, and especially just because of rap music in today in general, that it's so much more open and like anyone can really be a part of it and express themselves in their own way. I think it's sick. So like yeah, now we have this surgence of like new rappers and stuff like that, and a whole scene. And so having shows like every month and stuff, and like actually showing people, hey, look, there is like a thing here. You don't have to just like spit bars and like not turn up. You can like come and give you this energy that you not experienced before, and yeah, it's lit.
Cool.
But yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, we even had a guy come from Medicine Hat.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
Danny. Shut up, Danny.
Dream Bleach making some beef.
Yeah, I sent him a T-shirt. That was like no, I sent one to Toronto, but that was the second farthest one I sent.
Word.
Danny's dope, yeah.
I seen that picture of him wearing it, yeah.
Hold me down.
Yeah, I'm gonna do his record too.
And Fresh Friends, what does being a part of a collective give you that being an individual artist does not?
I'm not a performing artist. I'm fairly new to Styx, but like what drew me towards it was like this general like atmosphere of acceptance and like supporting each other. But like I can relate with DJ 10K in that
Your
like
name.
I produce music. Oh, sorry, I'm Jesse. Just that's my name. That's how I go.
You're not really
Jesse
new.
Meach.
You were here from the start, bro.
Cool.
Yeah, man.
What?
You've been here from the start.
You
bro.
tripping, nigga.
You've been helping out since the beginning.
Well, yeah,
Putting
but
up posters
you guys
to
have kind of known each
run
other
in the
for
door.
a really long time.
Yeah, but you're. I don't know. You,
But
you say
in
you
terms
say
of,
you
I didn't
knew
know
this,
any of
man.
these guys before. What's that thing called?
Oh, really?
Shays Festival.
Oh man, I've known Jesse for the longest. man.
I've known Ziggy from skateboarding since like 9th grade.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah, so I've known him for a really long time, and he eventually just asked me one day, like, "Do you want to help out with some posters?" And I was like, "Yeah." And since then, I've been just kind of doing like odds and ends for the group, and just like absorbing this awesome atmosphere. And I'm beginning to learn that like you know, I produce music too, like DJ 10K, but I just have like a backlog of tons of music that like I'd not released or is not finished. And yeah, like clearly it benefits to become part of this kind of group, to be able to, you know, have the courage to release that. So
So another question, I suppose, just open for the room. How does Styx like relate and interact with Winnipeg's, like the rest of Winnipeg's rap scene and music scene?
hard to say.
To be honest,
We relate to the hardcore scene. That's about it.
Fuck all that.
Like I feel like there isn't really a place in any other scene for like any of us, and we don't really need anything to do with any of that.
Yeah.
Like I feel like we're all here because of that.
We all trying to start a community and build together, and all that old shit is dead.
I think like part of the problem is that like one of the traditional values of like rap music has always been like very inclusive to begin with. Like rap heads listen to rap, and like their world is rap, and so they don't really necessarily let other people into that scene, whereas like other genres are not the same way. So I think this is like it's a good way of like breaking that.
It's also hard in this scene where it's like kind of in between being a big city but also a small city, so like
Absolutely.
everybody trying to make it out at the same time.
Yeah, it's
It's
hard
like
enough-
nobody wants
yeah.
to share shine really, and just kind of, but you know,
Yeah.
as you go along, you kind of realize that you can let people shine and still get yours at the same time, and it
Yeah.
actually helps because then it's like, look at how fucking big the shows we get, and just because like we bring some people, you bring some people, you all bring some people, you all bring some people, and all of a sudden we just come together instead of just a small group of people trying to do the same shit. Just kind of like mixes up between a bunch of different individual artists and shit like that.
Yeah, like it's just the whole team thing. Like we all support each other's releases and shit on like all social medias and stuff like that all the time.
Yeah, I'm always actively looking on social media, being like, yeah, I need to like.
It's
yeah,
not like
this is
one
dope.
person's trying to like
And it's not
do
even
better than anybody else.
I'm not even promoting it just for the sake of promoting. It's actually all good. It's all good music.
Yeah, we're
Cool. Alright, well I think that's it for the interview portion. Cool.
Tiger.
So do I get naked now?
Spaghetti, spaghetti.
Okay.
It's good.